Morning everyone, it's JSM Advanced Biker here again. Today I'm just taking my BSA Bantam out. It's a 1959 BSA Bantam. Little 150cc vintage bike. No indicators, no mirrors, tax exempt, little 3-speed with the controls the other side. Real back to basics type bike, this one. So as the weather's dry, thought I'd get out and have a little ride on this. So have good observations with this, because you can fit mirrors to them, but they never used to come with mirrors or indicators, so it's sort of hand signals and all that sort of stuff. And you really have to think about your brakes really on this one. And your observations and the brakes, because they're not the best brakes in the world. But a good vintage bike. I brought it really as a little investment and just hang on to it. So it's 1959, so it's an old bike, tax exempt, MOT exempt. It does feel strange when you haven't got the mirrors, so you've really got to have a good look round. It's fairly dry today, road surface a little bit wet. We've got very thin tyres on these, so I'm just taking it very easy, just to give it a little bit of a run. It does ride quite well. I mean, you don't get many great speeds out of it, but it's nice just to have a little bimble along on it really. Again, lots of planning before you do anything. It's 2-stroke as well. So a little 2-stroke motor. And you really have to think when you're on this, because you've got your gears the opposite side to what you normally have. So it's on the right hand side, and then you've got the rear brake on the left hand side. Clutch and brake still the same as it is. But it's one of those bikes where you really have to think and plan and actually use the gears a little bit more to give you that little bit of engine braking. You don't really want to stop suddenly on this, because it's got like drum brakes front and back, little brake shoes, and just like levers and rods really to operate them. So you've just got to, when coming from other sort of high performance bikes, but this is how motoring used to be back in the 50s. BSA is a Birmingham company. So they used to use a lot of these. I think the post office used to use a lot of these, and it's got the front number plate on the front of the mudguard as well. You really got to watch what's behind you as well on these. So lots of planning, arm signals. Just tend to stay on the quieter roads really. But second gear, third gear, it's quite smooth really. Quite high gears. It's a second braking again for a minute. Don't really use it much, but I thought I'd do a little video on it. I was a bit wary of these junctions. Right, a little bit of faulty here, so I'll get it up to third, see how we go. It's quite happy sort of cruising along at low speeds really, but it's fairly smooth. You can get up to sort of 40 on it. And what I tend to do is slow right down, because you just never know with these brakes at all really, to be fair. Sure, this in me. Back down to 30 again. So yeah, a little free speeder, which is more than enough for this really. I tend to just stick to small roads on these, but I expect it'll probably go up to like 40-50 miles an hour, probably. But with small tyres and the brakes, you just, I don't know, you build your confidence when you get more used to it on something like this. But just being aware, like if you're riding it every day, probably, which you could do, some people do. Some people use them for work and ride them every day. it is, little BSA Bantam. 2-stroke, 150, quite clean. A few side roads. Lots of planning, lots of early check-in, see what's behind. Love these classic bikes, they're really good fun actually, they really make you think though. You've really got to think about your gears and your planning all the time. Good fun. Haven't had it that long. Done a little bit of work on it, had it all checked over, done a few bits myself. Very easy to work on really. It's closed.